Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic and our Season of Mastery playthrough. Today we are in the Cape of Stranglethorn, and we are going to be collecting Ecurus by the bundle. We're going to be getting these from Naga that are going to be across the bridge here on this island that's kind of just sitting in the Gulf, or the Cape rather, of Stranglethorn. So let's go do that, and we'll find out what kind of drop rate that has. We've had some pretty bad drop rates recently, so I don't think it will be anything of a surprise if this one too is kind of a lower drop rate. But we'll see. We ran into these Naga before while we were doing pirate quests, and didn't know what they were for then, but we know what they're for now. So I think we'll do this, and then we will go do some Skull Splitter tusks. Yeah, this is the right place. I kind of feel like we need to go up. But to go up, we may have to go around. Maybe we'll just mount up and try to get by some of these guys. We did have a successful RFD, Razorfen Downs. We got this helmet, Ice Metal Barbute, 15 strength, 10 stamina, 7 spirit, and 10 frost resistance. We also picked up a few other things. We got this cape with a lot of stamina on it, and 30 armor was a big upgrade over what we had. We grabbed some plate boots that weren't really too much of an upgrade over what we had, besides the fact they have about 100 more armor on them. We had the plate shoulders from before, and we also got a 10 stamina, 4 spirit ring, which I thought for tanking is really kind of ideal. All that stamina both from the cloak and the ring. We gained 20 stamina. So yeah, pretty happy about the run. We had kind of the opposite problem that I had with Oldemon, where like in the beginning of RFD, the enemies are kind of a lower level than we were at. Most of them are green, and a couple in the very beginning were actually gray, I think. As we got further in, it seemed fine. We were able to do some bigger pulls, and that was interesting as well. But yeah, it was a good time. I think we're about ready to do Oldemon again and actually have a successful run with it. I'm trying to get to level 44. What I really have trouble with is thinking that I have 3 quests that have gone green. So it's kind of weird that we would have to wait another level, but the last boss was level 47. So that's a 4 level difference. He would still be orange to us, which I guess is fine. We should be able to land some hits on him, unlike last time when he was red. And we couldn't land any hits at all. But yeah, I think we're going to try it soon. I might not wait all the way to level 44, but I'm going to wait probably until tomorrow. And we'll just see wherever we're at tomorrow. We have some pretty decent gear now. Picking up the upgrades and getting more and more pieces of plate has made me feel a bit more confident. Obviously that wasn't the issue. The issue I was having was actually landing hits, not necessarily me getting killed, but just not being able to hold threat on anything for lack of being able to hit it. But we've gained 2 levels since then, and we should be able to hit things a lot better. So yeah, probably tomorrow at some point. If we can hit level 44 tomorrow, I'll do it. If we're not going to hit level 44 tomorrow, I'll probably still do it anyway. Just so we can get some of the quests done, because yeah, we have 5 potential quests to do. That's a boatload of experience. And I want to get all that experience. So yeah, soon. Very, very soon. So far, these guys are not dropping any Ecurus reed. Ecurus. Really don't know how one would say that. Yeah, the Naga have it, so it's not an item we pick up on the ground. It's gonna drop off these guys. It just isn't dropping yet. And there we go. We're gonna complain about it, and we got our first one. Look at that. This is kind of an interesting little area leading us up to the top of this plateau. I wonder where this goes. This seems to be just a little land bridge connecting us back to the main peninsula. An interesting little back door. Let's get moving here. We have competition for these guys, it looks like. I saw somebody back there. You can always tell when I've done a dungeon because when we come back, we'll have our floating health bars on. That's the telltale sign. Alright, these guys are incredibly beefy. Just so much beef. Yeah, we need some soft casters to just crush. That's another reason to hit level 44 is we do have a weapon upgrade just kind of waiting for us. Oh, you know what's going on here. Whew, got worried that I vendored it for a minute, but yeah, we're just not doing the damage we would normally do because we have a sword and board on, guys. You guys have probably been yelling at the screen for a little while now. Maybe not yelling, but probably just speculating, does he know that he has his sword and shield on? I don't think he does. He doesn't know. Yeah, wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, there we go. We should be able to kill these guys a little bit quicker now, right? Or we would be able to kill them a little bit quicker if there were many left to kill. Let's try to get this one. Well, then again, let's maybe stay back here and see if we can just pull it like this. That probably worked out better than charging in. Ooh, what's this over here? Oh, look at that. The Holy Spring. We can click on that, and we are definitely gonna go click on that. Of course you run. Why wouldn't you run? I'm not really in a big rush to get back there because I don't know what it is, so we're going to clear this guy out first. Oh, a chest. We'll see if we get to loot that or if somebody else in the area is going to grab it. Goodbye, chest. It was nice knowing you while we did. May you bring someone else much joy in this world, as you never will for us. Opening. Use Blessing from the Holy Spring of Stranglethorn and even Stranglethorn Vale. Robert speaks, take 2. I've drank it. I did not gain a status effect. I'm not seeing any weird psychedelics. Yeah. So far as I can tell, nothing happened. I was wondering if maybe it would be like free water, like restores your mana kind of water. That would be cool for casters to stumble upon that, but then again, if it was free water, people would just know about it from the internet, right? There would be no stumbling upon it. It would either be good enough to seek it out, or it would be worthless and people wouldn't care. So... okay, no more Naga up here. Let's head back down. And there are no Naga over here either, so we're gonna mount up. We got respawns down below, but they seem to be pretty much handled. Kind of thinking there has to be another area for these guys to be in, because there just aren't that many of them, and we need 10 items. That is not 100% drop rate. And then you're going to account for other players, and suddenly it just seems like maybe we should be finding more of these guys. Yeah, let's go this way. This is a different way we can go. Okay, this is looking better. It's an interesting view of the goblin statue out there. Very cool. Still not really as many Naga as I was hoping for. Thought this was going to be a back way in up into the camp, but it doesn't seem like we can actually get up this. Well, how about we try over here? Yeah, there we go, Robert. Good job, buddy. You figured it out. You are just a natural-born pathfinder. Yep, I was gonna say, let's hamstring this guy because we know what he's about to do. At least he had the decency to run off the cliff and not into his camp. Think we have to be safe here and go ahead and pull him back. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. In that case, we're going to be even safer, and we are going to pop Retaliate and Sweeping Strikes. And we're just going to go to town. Okay, we need to kill him now. There we go. That was a little bit too close. Let's loot this guy. You know what? Let's just go ahead and eat. And we can loot him in a minute when we can be assured that we're going to stay alive for longer than a minute. That makes sense. This I don't know about. We could try Intimidating Shout, and then maybe we can heal up. I think we try intimidating shout and then we just run away. I think that's actually what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's try to run away. Not having any potions has severely limited our ability to handle adds. And I mean, this ad is gonna handle us. Whether we want to deal with him or not, it looks like. I'm pretty sure, like, the other player back there even tried to help us. But that guy hated us so much that he kept following us. Yeah, I think we owe that other player our lives. Thank you, kind sir or lady. Whoever you are. And now we eat to full again. And we have, you know, no more items than we started that pull with. Can I shoot up the side of this? Yes. Alright, well, you know, everything's being said, we're not doing bad. We have 5 out of 10 already. We've had a couple of bad pulls, but... maybe we should focus on the guys down here. The ones down here seem to be a little bit more spread out than the ones up top. Okay, that's 2 dodges. And a parry of Mortal Strike, obviously. Because why not? Pull them up here a bit. They seem to be able to get a little far before we can kill them once they run, even with hamstring up. Well, that one got executed, so not a good example, but... Having bandages again has been good. I can't wait until we have potions again. That is going to be amazing. We need sungrass. I did see some over in Feralus, but we're not really ready to hang out in Feralus full time yet. At least I'm not ready. Maybe you guys are ready. I need another level or 2 before I spend any more time over there. There's a Yeti quest over there, there's a Screecher quest, and I can't remember where we picked any of those up, but we didn't pick them up this time, so I feel like just waiting a couple levels and then going back and giving a more thorough look around town. It's probably going to be in our best interest. And I should also probably do there's a missing scout that I should maybe do that first. Perhaps that will open up some more quests in the town. But yeah, we're not ready yet. Probably level 45, 46, we can go back. We'll probably be hurting for places to go and quest by then. I think after we finish with these guys, we'll go right over and look for skull splitters. If I'm thinking about where they're going to be at, I have to think maybe in this unrevealed area of the map. We've seen plenty of blood scalp trolls. To the north. Sorry, something is wrong with my mouse keybinds. There we go. All fixed. I have a button on my mouse that will change through different button configurations, so that if I wanted to have multiple different sets of buttons mapped, I could do that, but occasionally I hit this button on accident, which means none of my F buttons work when I do that. And then panic ensues. And then I look at my mouse and see that it's lit up a color that isn't green. And then I realize what's going on. I think once we are able to quest in Feralus, I'm going to have to do some herb grinding there. It's the one place that I've seen sungrass. And we need sungrass because we really need to get our superior healing potions. I had a bunch of Khadgar Whisker at some point, but in a frenzied attempt to get my mount on time, I did sell a bunch of stuff. Let's open all of our clams and free up that space. Alright, we only need one more. So at least the drop rate picked up a little bit. Let's go ahead and bandage before we rush in here and get killed. Ooh, why did that stop? Huh. That was weird. Did we have a poison on us ticking that I didn't see? Because we started to bandage and then it just canceled the cast. And I swear I didn't do any other inputs. No other inputs on my end. Dodge, dodge, miss. That's what you like to see. And there we go, 10 out of 10. Let's see, how would we best get off of this island? I think we could probably cross right over here. There was a bridge as well. Let's mount up and maybe we can just run past anything that happens to be in our way. And we'll just get back to the road, and then we'll take that a little bit to the north. Would probably be. It looks like we can maybe sneak in here, but I'm gonna come up the road and just try to get into this area from the road and see whether or not it's a troll village of some kind. We also have the next Bloodsail Buccaneers quest to do. This one we have to go out to the boats and find 2 captains and the fleet master. I think the last time I did that, I got lucky and got a group out there on the boats. They're not elites, but they're packed so closely together that you're gonna have multiples. And if there's a high respawn rate, you're gonna have to deal with that too. So it's best to have a group, but we'll see what happens. I would feel more confident tackling stuff like that on our own if we had potions. Alright, let's try to have a peek over at this area. This is the place where we fought the goblins. Huh. Okay. We'll come a little bit further north then. I just wonder why we haven't got a map reveal for anything back here yet. I guess I'm not far enough back here. Alright, here we go, yeah. Alright, Skull Splitter Warrior. Skull Splitter Mystic. Yeah, we should probably just come down here and approach from the road. Level 39? Shouldn't be a problem. Let's hope he doesn't run right up the hill here. And let's also kind of hope that they don't heal. He didn't have a chance. Oh, what was that? A blue piece of leather gear. 4 int and 10 spirit. Yeah, we're gonna put those in the auction house. I swear they did. They increased the drop rates and they changed the loot tables, didn't they? I should do some research on this and see if I can find any confirmation from Blizzard that this stuff has been done, because I mean, we've all played Classic Vanilla. A lot of us played Vanilla, and a lot of us play BC, and the drop rates aren't like this in any of those versions of the game. But all throughout the Season of Mastery, a lot of Bind on Equip gear has been dropping. Tons of it, and very often, it's stuff that I've been able to use. And this is not me complaining about the loot. I am very happy that all this loot is dropping. I think it's great. I just wonder if it is something they did, why they wouldn't announce it. I remember them saying something about loot, but the context I took that in was raid drops. Because it was attached to a little bit of them talking about the raid changes. But maybe they put it in there, but it was meant to be a more generalized, hey, more loot is dropping confirmation. I don't know. I'll have to go back and see if I can find that specific update post. Yeah, we don't want these guys running off into the middle of the ruins here. Zolmamwe. Is this the place where we are supposed to get one of these tablets? No, we got 2 from Zulk. The one I don't have any idea about is the Vile Reef. We visualized one in Zulkunda. We couldn't get to it because we were low level and we couldn't fight through all the guys on our own. But we saw one of the ones in Zulkunda. So that's fine. We could probably find the other one. I just don't really even know where to start looking for the Vile Reef one. I probably should just look it up. I think the Vile Reef is just this area off the coast. But I'm not 100%. There aren't really a lot of good pulls back here, and a lot of these guys have pets that I don't want to deal with. This is okay, but we can't charge in. We're going to have to pull them back. Looks like we should go in over here. I see at least one more pull ahead of us that doesn't have a pet with it. So that's promising. Well, there was the heal, but luckily the Mortal Strike effect was still up, so instead of restoring him to full health, it gave him a little bit less than half health. So that is a good time to use Mortal Strike. Probably not right away. We got really lucky with that it didn't run out right before the heal went off. Yeah, these pulls, man, I'll tell you what. We need to find out if we can take one of these guys. That's what we need to find out. And the sooner we find that out, the better. Let's go ahead and pop Sweeping Strikes. Let's get Rend up on the pet as well. Alright, yeah, that's not too bad. We could probably do that. We have enough food that even if we have to eat between pulls, we should be okay to be out here for a little while. Will it be long enough to get all the tusks we need? That I don't know. They seem to be dropping infrequently. We don't really need any of this stuff, as far as like, Feign Death. Feign Death was good. I'll take this one off of her because I can actually get a tag on it, then we can loot it, that's good. I guess sometimes as a hunter, even when you feign death, some of them don't care. And yeah, I will go back and help with the panthers as well. Even though I'm fairly sure they would be able to cover it. I definitely can't take gold for helping somebody. That'd be like the rudest thing I've ever done. It's really... I don't know what to think of it, you know, when someone feels... It's probably just like they want to be good-natured, right? They're like, well, I should offer this person something because they helped me. But no one should feel compelled to do that. Like, just saying thanks is more than enough in a situation like that. But we're always so quick to want to reward good behavior with money. And I don't really think that's great. Money should not be seen as the primary reward for good or appropriate behavior. And so it's always interesting to me when people jump right to money as a means of rewarding somebody when they've done something good. Because ultimately, like, the reason we do something good, even in a video game where it's relatively insignificant, is that we would hope that were we in that situation, someone would do the same for us. Definitely not for money, though. And I would think if you're the type of person to go around doing good things with the hope of receiving money, that's probably going to be a pretty miserable time. I like this area. This is an interesting area to quest in. I've been in here in the distant past. I remember leveling up with a friend of mine on like a druid and a shaman. And coming in here and just doing these really big pulls, which like at the time, you didn't really do big pulls because, you know, we weren't as good at the game. Everything wasn't solved for. But we would do these really big pulls in here. Because we had, you know, 2 classes that could heal and decent damage and survivability. It was a lot of fun. Let's allow this guy to pass, and then we'll go loot. Oh, he's coming right at us. Let's... Oh, are we in combat with him? Oh, we're in combat with this one. Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky. Yeah, we gotta... Let's run for now. Let's run for now and reevaluate. We need to be able to pull that shaman back at least a little bit, but... He seemed content just to cast at us. And that is not gonna work. We've dropped everything but the mystic. Oh, okay, well, see, I would have kept the mystic. Let's bandage while they reset. And I will drink some coffee. Maybe we should go up the hill here. Maybe that's kind of like our blind spot right now. You are an axe thrower. Maybe I could pull you out of this camp without pulling the others? Maybe not worth it. I know I can get you, but I'm gonna have to come over here a little bit. Okay, now we turn, and we can fight him right here on this hill. Maybe. Sort of. Alright, it's gonna have to do. Well, he is a better hill climber than we are, unfortunately. He has a little bit of an advantage there. Alright, there we go. Okay, we need to avoid this. A couple of warriors and an axe thrower. What's going on back over here? We have a scout. All on his own. A fatal mistake. Yeah, I think kind of working around on the outskirts as much as possible is really the way to go as a solo player. Whenever you're trying to take on a camp of enemies that you need, unless you need to go in to pick up a specific item, you're really better suited to just kind of patrol the hills and stuff on the outside of the camp. And just pick guys off who are all alone. This guy is not alone, but we might be able to pick him off anyway. Let's get sweeping strikes up ASAP. And spread our rend around. I shouldn't say this, but the drop rate has been pretty kind to us, I feel like, in the last handful of kills. I think we can go on this guy without pulling anybody else. If we do pull another, as long as we can get them in the melee range, we should be able to sweeping strikes them down. Looking good so far. Big patrol right here, so let's let them pass. Couple of seconds earlier and I might not have seen them. And we might have charged this guy right into our doom. And now we strike. From the shadows. Really just from standing on the most prominent land formation, you know, where anybody could easily see us. Head crack, stamina reduced by 8. Ooh. That was a pretty huge 600 crit. Pretty huge. Let's see. Can we charge you? I don't really like that they're all just kind of hanging out. Are they going to really like hang out there? Because, yeah, I wanted to make sure they weren't going to about face. Let's pull you back a little ways. We're going to take an axe or two to the back here. Oh, let's get up the hill. Kind of worried about charging this guy, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I really don't want to have him on the road, I guess. I don't know, I'm worried about that patrol coming back or another patrol coming along, so maybe we'll just stay right up here. Parried the Mortal Strike because why not? Didn't parry it that time though, did you? See, look how ineffective that heal was. That has to all be thanks to Mortal Strike. That's actually really amazing, especially when we don't have a solid interrupt when we're in battle stance. And we just kind of live in battle stance, and that's kind of what I prefer for soloing. I would rather not to have this scout, especially with the healing potential, but I don't think I'm gonna have an option here. Okay, we got him before the heal, so that actually worked out okay. Still have quite a bit of health. And let's eat back to full. I don't really know what has changed today. Maybe it's just that we're fighting guys that are a couple levels beneath us, but we're getting a lot of crits. It's gotta be that we're fighting guys that are a little bit weaker than us. Which works for me just fine. I know some of you guys find it boring when I'm up against guys that are green, but part of, like, for me, the skill of, like, managing my character in WoW is taking them through quests and trying to stay in a little area where we can fight guys that are, like, 2 to 3 levels weaker than us. Because there's more fluidity in combat, you don't have to eat between every single pull, you get things done more efficiently, and it just feels like better pacing than when we're struggling against guys that are like a level higher than us. Sure, there's challenge in that, but there's challenge in these guys too, because we can make a mistake at any moment. And I don't know. I guess it depends on the objectives we're going for. When we're going for this many items, I much prefer to fight guys that are 3 or 4 levels weaker than us. If it's like a go kill 10, then yeah, if they're 3 levels higher than us, we can probably still manage it. But when they want you to find 18 items on a non-100% drop rate, you're more likely to kill 40 guys before all is said and done. Alright, maybe we bypass these two. We can grab this guy who's out here. Let's be careful about the other side of the wall. Yeah, they're far enough away. Oh! Whoa, well. So much for paying attention to what's going on around me. Let's get sweeping strikes up here. There we go. Little rend on you, rend on you. And when you have a few levels on guys, you can handle situations like that. It's not an immediate, you know, oh, we pulled 2, we're dead. It's, we pulled 2, what can we do within our class abilities to get out of this and actually succeed? So, when there's a situation where you could fail, but there's a chance of success, you're more likely to press yourself to play your class better than if you get into situations where if you make a mistake, you're gonna die. You just kind of like give up, you know? You're like, well, we pulled 2, I guess that's it. So I much prefer this. I think, for example, I think I've used sweeping strikes in this playthrough more than I have ever used sweeping strikes before, so... Like, on all Total Warriors ever played, I've probably used it more in this playthrough, because I've learned that at this level, we can use it to take on multiple guys. And it's very effective. And if we were playing at a difficulty where I was pushing the envelope and always fighting guys higher level than me, I probably would have never learned that about sweeping strikes, because at the higher levels, pulling 2 would probably mean that we're gonna get killed. I'd rather avoid the guys with pets, but let's just take this one out. We don't have a good retreating path right now anyway. Or a good way around him even. And now we need to eat back to full health. Getting pretty excited about today. I think today is the day we hit 44 and we can equip this guy. Getting pretty excited about it. Alright, 4 more to go. Probably won't take us too much longer. And try to think of what we could do after that. I guess we could investigate this Troll Legend quest. It's kind of starting to fall by the wayside, so I should probably think about getting it done soonish. There's some stuff back in the Badlands. Hold them on. maybe we need to head down eventually to Tannerus. That could be a soonish destination for us. And maybe Dustwallow, although we're 43 now. Yeah, if we're going to go to Dustwallow, we might want to do that soon as well. So we do have a couple of options.